first thing to do with a suspended gun is provide a line to hang it on. We have two trees here, two poles are quite adequate also. You'll notice that I've tied a rope around the lower limb of this tree. We follow the line across to the other tree. I've tied a short length of rope around another branch with a little pulley on it. We threaded the main line through the pulley and down to a lower branch which can be got at from ground level. That means that you can raise and lower the height of the gun while standing on the ground. Now, having done that, we will assume that you already have the gun ready and with a net packed in it. Go to about the midpoint of the line and have the line, as I said, at a convenient height. Just about chest height probably. Connect it on to the line like that, in about the centre between the two trees. The gun is now ready to load. Screw that off, keep it in your hand. I'll get a cartridge. Drop the cartridge in the chamber. Now, before the firing pin assembly is screwed back on, you must have this little R pin through the top hole. There are two holes in the firing pin, it must be through the top hole. It's easy to remember because it's the smallest hole, this is the smallest pin. That means the firing pin cannot reach the primer of the cartridge, and you're safe so long as it is there. Screw it on. Screw it down firm till the bolt face is pressing on the cartridge head. Now, the second safety pin is this one, which is attached to 5 or 6 yards of line. I'll raise the firing pin a little bit until the other hole is exposed. You'll see it there. Put this pin through it. You can now safely withdraw the R pin. At this point we put the trigger proper. The trigger is just this thing which pulls completely away when you pull it out with your long line. Make sure that remains in place. Set the firing pin again, fit that in there. Now, the gun cannot go off as long as this brass pin remains in place. At this point, you withdraw to the end of the line attached to this pin. And try and have it in an angle between two barrels, just in case anything goes off. The weights are going to go either side of you. Now we'll withdraw to a reasonable distance. Now at this stage, leaving the pin in place and the trigger unattended, you can go to the end of the line nearest the pulley, undo it from the tree and be careful it doesn't get away on you, and raise it to a suitable height and a little bit above my head. I'll raise the gun now. Once that's done, the safety pin line can be flicked out and the gun's ready to fire. last safety pin out. The gun's now ready to fire.